All right,
So-
Jared was supposed to be doing intros, but
Yeah.
I'm here. I appeared here because the blood moon was holding me back.
you were waiting,
But
weren't you?
I broke free to join you tonight on Crypto Comics Podcast. We have one of the coolest people in the whole his own universe, than David.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, good to be here again.
I know. How you been, dude?
Been doing awesome. We got my dream job actually, and got to move to Colorado, and so things are
Dream
going.
job?
Yeah, dream job, which is
Whoa, tell us a little bit about this dream.
I don't know if most people have heard of Adventures in Odyssey, but it's a really famous audio drama program. It's like the longest running one, I think, in the world.
Like a play?
It's like a radio show, like the old fashioned,
Okay.
the old fashioned Superman, serials, Batman on the radio, that sort of thing. But it's a great program, Christian program. I grew up on it, and I love all the characters. And they had an animated series for a little bit of time. But now I'm working here with them, and it's super super awesome, and I'm loving it.
So what do you do?
That's awesome.
Like, what do you do?
I'm running their Facebook and Instagram accounts, basically all the social media.
Oh, so
Writing
you're
some
a
stories
social
and
media
things.
mogul.
Mogul.
Social media. I can't remember what they're called.
What did you really need to cut him off mid-sentence so that you could forget what you were?
I'm sorry, Evan. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry about
that's
that.
what this show's all about, really, isn't it? So
It feels like it sometimes.
Come on now. I'll be quiet.
no, it's great. I love the job, and I'm just having the time of my life, and I'm finally able to kind of support my family, without
Yeah.
Comic books weren't doing it, even though I love comic books.
What? None of us experienced that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
None of
I know,
us here
exactly.
hold multiple jobs.
But actually, I am getting to write comics for this brand in this series.
What?
So that's been very cool. Very, very
Oh,
cool.
that's awesome, dude. Wow, you're like.
So are you still going to be working with Starcross?
Yes. None of my series with Starcross will cease.
Dude.
That's not the plan. So, yeah.
That's
Joe ain't gonna let him bail. He's gonna be like, Evan, you can move there, but you still work with me. Remember.
I
You know
did
what I'm
have
saying?
to step down as the editor-in-chief of Starcross just because my time is spoken for, but still very much committed to producing all the series that I've been producing with them and for them.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You guys got some big stuff happening over at Starcross. It's exciting to see. And now with this new venture, I mean, this is really opening up for you, Evan. This is fantastic.
Well, it's huge answer to prayer. Give all credit to God. So
That's awesome.
Right on. I love giving the Lord all the credit.
Yep, me too. Takes the pressure off.
Yeah, right?
Way to make the atheist feel uncomfortable, fellas.
Hey, we don't have to give the credit to God too. It's cool.
I'm kidding.
Well,
I'm kidding.
if you have
can-
anxiety, I'm just saying.
So that's
Better than
why I'm
pharma.
here.
It's better than Big Pharma. No. All right. So let's catch up with some chat real fast before it gets growing. First of all, I want to give it Rose. This is awesome. You're in LA. That's fantastic. So
Wow.
how's it going in LA? And thank you for reminding us about the crazy blood moon lunar eclipse tonight. Everybody be watching. This is going to be sick. This isn't going to happen again, a lunar eclipse, until 2025. So this is going to be a cool event tonight, if you can see it. We got clouds and snow and cold. But,
Yeah, that's awesome.
Is this
and
snowing
then just
back there
by
right now?
Oh
What?
yeah.
I rode my motorcycle today.
we
Oh,
don't
wow.
like
hate
you,
you.
Fry. Matter of fact, let me just mute
I'm
him.
I'm living in Colorado Springs, which has beautiful mountain views all the time, except for today, where it was like being back in Indiana. So couldn't see the mountain at all.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate because Colorado is gorgeous.
It is. It is.
I mean, not as beautiful as Idaho, of course, but pretty gorgeous.
Better than Idaho.
No, it's not, Frey. Nothing's better than Idaho. Gosh, I don't even like that guy sometimes.
No, Jared, don't tell people that it's great here. Okay, people will move here. We don't want that.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
no,
it's horrible
Idaho
here.
sucks. Let's
Oh,
all Colorado, that place, Nevada, yes. I like those places so much. Idaho is the worst place you could possibly ever want to take your family ever.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Don't move there.
Don't move there. I wouldn't. Andrew Dodge comes in saying, "What's up, guys? Hope y'all having a great Monday." We are, because you're here. Crutchy, thank you, always. Dwight Cowhite says, "Hey, Rose. Hi, Crypto Comics creatures."
Nice.
Happy lunar eclipse. Yes, I know. What am I going to turn into tonight?
I wish that's how it worked.
Oh, it doesn't?
What powers?
Joe
are you gonna get?
Spicer. The BB annual has a Joe Spicer cover that rock. What is he? What? Oh, really?
Yes, it does.
Well, he did the cover.
For the annual, yes.
Nice.
Mhm.
All right, we get to show that tonight. All right, cool. And then finally, Clutchy says, "I'd say Minnesota is worse than Idaho." What? No. Minnesota's fantastic. They have like minerals there or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fry Google
I thought
it.
so.
Like, what the hell is
None,
actually
none of those
Minnesota?
states, none of those states rank for my top, least favorite states. So
Right?
Okay.
I know. All right. So let us first, before we go anywhere, Matt, how you been?
Good. Always. How about you?
I haven't seen you in forever, dude. Missed you on
Yeah,
Halloween.
yeah.
How was the
Well,
kids?
I
Was that fun?
I was out with the kids. Yeah, it was good.
Did you do the trunk
trick-or-treating
thing?
all over the neighborhood? Hell no.
No, he does
That's my
the real
boy.
stuff, dude. Don't
Yeah.
my boy me.
That's my
He
boy.
doesn't live out in the boondocks. He lives in the city. He gets to go to neighbors. He has neighbors.
You
Evan,
really
what
think
do you
where
think
I
of
live
this
is the
trunk or
city?
treat thing?
it's a good alternative if you don't have anything else. But we did something different this year. We went to the mall. They had mall or treat where every store had the things. It was real nice because it was huge and inside, and the kids didn't have to wear coats over their cool costumes. It was kind of like a mini Comic-Con. There was a lot of great costumes there.
That's actually a
That's
cool
cool.
idea.
That is cool. That is cool.
Is
That's
that
cool as
something-
trunk or treat.
Is that something? Wait, I think that's a lot cooler. Is that something
No,
that's
it's not.
picking up everywhere?
I
Is
don't
this
know.
the first I've ever heard of
We
that?
heard about it at our mall, and it was cool. There was a lot of, like I said, there's a
This
lot of
might
great
save
costumes.
the malls.
It's very fun.
I mean,
No, I'm just
it
kidding.
gives people a reason to go to the mall.
Well,
Yes.
that is a pretty cool idea. I kind of like that. I don't know that they do it at our mall, but our mall's like 45 minutes away, so I wouldn't check it anyways.
Wait a minute, we have to roll back in chat here real quick, guys. Joe Spicer says that the Joe Spicer cover rocks.
Yeah, of course it does. It was
So-
done by Joe Spicer. Don't you know who he is?
But I feel like that's just, if I'm like, that steak fry made, boy, was it good. You know what I mean?
No.
Of course.
Some
No.
things
You're
are
doing
just
that wrong.
subjective.
It would be more like the fry steak was really frylicious.
Frylicious. If guys, Evan, Matt, if you guys ever hear those words come out of my mouth, I want you to tase me. But so
we'll
wait a
do.
minute.
No
So that
problem.
was
Dude,
the-
I got a
so that
taser.
was the cover. Okay. So
Exactly.
is this
Oh wow!
is this the Spicer cover?
Yeah.
Yes, this is the Spicer cover. This is for the annual #1. So you would read the series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then annual #1. If you want to.
Okay, so he wasn't lying. It's a pretty good cover.
Oh, so annual #1 is basically #7.
Basically,
Does it follow the story like that, or is it?
Yes, and there's reasons why I did the annual like I did, and we can go over that a little bit later if you want to. But yeah, it's not essential to the story, but it's going to fill in a lot of gaps in emotional weight to what's going on.
Um,
Gaps in emotional weight is exactly what we call Jared.
Wait, hold the freaking phone. What do you? Wait, hold on. What did you say again, Evan? I need to know what he's saying to me.
There's
Over in chat, we got Rose coming in saying, "Hello, Dwight. Thanks for joining me. Good evening." Evan, I'm purposely cutting you off there.
yeah,
We
I
don't need
understand.
to keep going into
It's
that.
on, bro. It's on. It's on. I'm getting ready.
Evan has already said that we can go into that later. He's trying to
I'm
hint
sorry.
that he's
I'm
got.
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't catch. Nice segue, Fry. Nice
I just want to let you
segue.
guys set up whatever you want to set up, and I'll just be here.
Don't.
What?
'Cause then it's just the Jared show.
Yeah,
what
you
we
don't
set
want
up.
it to be the Jared show. You should see what happens when the Jared show goes off rail.
Hmm.
I might swear.
Hmm.
It's happening.
No, I won't. I won't tonight. I won't tonight, guys, because I'm on.
Matt-
I'm guilty.
Matt's got the beeper. I'm
What?
sure.
Really? Do it, Matt. I'm gonna say a word. You beep. Ready? 1.
Well, I was wrong.
I don't have a beeper, but I can mute him. How about that?
There you go.
Oh wait, I could have really said it.
no, you
It's
couldn't,
your-
Jared. It's broken.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
broken. So you
Okay.
actually have to
All
be
right.
very careful tonight.
I will be extremely careful because we're doing a family-friendly show tonight
That's right.
with Evan, David, and Black Blossom from Starcross.
I am gonna be honest with you guys. I feel like Jared immediately announcing this is gonna be family friendly. Like my first thought is Jared's gonna mess this up.
What?
Jared,
Dude, why would that be your first thought? Guys, back me up.
I got your back.
You ain't got my back. You just threw me off the bus.
No,
Kind of.
I just pointed out that there is a bus coming, and you're like purposely laying in the middle of the street, going, "I'm a road."
No, actually, what I'm saying is I'm faster than the Flash. I'll move before it gets here.
There you go.
I believe you.
Thank
I believe
you.
you.
Oh boy. Anyway.
No. So, in the chat, let us know which state is the best.
Please.
Okay, here's what I want to know, chat. If you guys have checked out any of the Black Blossom books, first of all,
Can I show the covers?
chime in on that. Well, I have another question before we get into it, and hopefully this isn't something you're planning on going over later. So there's 2 art styles that we've seen for Blossom.
Uh-huh.
So there's the original and the redo. What are we going with on this one? Is this the redo art style?
Well,
Is this
okay,
the original
so
art style?
the original art style for Black Blossom #1 was me drawing it, and we are not going back there.
Damn,
So,
I really liked it.
well,
I did.
thank
Jared,
you.
you muted. Maybe I shouldn't have told him.
Well, thank
That was
You
you.
guys
not
are
me.
jerks.
But it
I
does
did
not.
You guys are jerks. Ugh.
It does
Sorry,
not
go ahead,
meet
Evan.
it does not meet my own standards for what I want the book to look like.
So I liked it, and I know that there's actually multiple people in the community that have left reviews saying that they really liked it. Now everybody also likes the redo, but there hasn't been one person who has been like, "Oh, I'm thankful they redid this book because it was just so bad before." Like it was a great book.
Well, thank you. And I think you can still get the original art style book on the crypto site.
Ooh, that's what I was going to ask. Hold on 1 second. So now Frey, because he did an old school book in his own art style, and he has a new style of the same book, how would you put that into the marketplace to play off of that?
Ooh.
Would you you know what I'm saying? Would you limit the old style? You know what I'm saying?
Evan and I were actually talking about that before the stream started, and I was using variant covers as an example, but you know what? That would be a really cool example of a limited run. That could be really cool.
So
Yeah.
now for the
So
viewers who
very-
don't understand limited run, please give us an explanation. And I'm asking for a friend.
Limited, right? Yeah, got that, Jared.
What? Hey, they're right here.
So limited run, what that means is that it's tailored to be more exclusive from the creator. Limited run doesn't mean a set specific number in itself, but it does mean that there is a set specific number of that run. And what that really means is just a blanket of availability overall. So If a creator decides a limited run of 10, it means that there are 10 available. If you don't grab one of those 10, you know what I mean, and 10 other people do, you won't get it.
Because then it's out. It's done. Like you put 10 copies in the marketplace. All 10 of those sell. The only way you're getting one after that is by making an offer or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dude, you really should give your art some creds. You know what I'm saying?
It is passable. Okay, that's my credit for it. It's passable.
Way to sell it, man.
Yeah.
Way to sell it.
See what I like about it though is that we saw redo like almost directly after the original. Because when you provided those tips, we got them like almost at the exact same time. Yeah. So I was able to read. I purposely read the original first and then read redo. And what I thought was really cool was that nothing overall in the story arc or anything like that really changes, but the dynamics of the book are different between the one to the other, just because the art style had gotten so much more polished, and you know what I mean. And it was almost so. It reminds me a lot. This is a terrible comparison, but like if anybody's ever had a chance to read like the old Ninja Turtle books, where the art was just kind of.
You talk about the
like
old black and white ones.
Yeah, like Blossom was much better than the artwork in the old Ninja Turtle books.
Oh, thank you.
But
It was black and white.
but when you see like a new Ninja Turtle book and it's all well polished and it's, you know what I mean, well produced and put together, and it's really cool because it really showcases that your story there is really the most valuable element of the book, because you ended up having to go to a more polished, you know, I guess visual guide in order to further add the emphasis that your story was already building. And I thought that was really cool, because it's pretty rare that you get to meet a writer or a producer of a comic that runs into the problem where they go, the art's just not there. It's just not good enough for me yet. You know what I mean?
Back a little.
Yeah, like that's really cool, man.
Yeah.
So huge props to you on that.
Well, thank you. It was part of it was out of necessity, because I ran into Brian Dawson, who's been an illustrator for many books in Starcross, and he started illustrating issue 2, and I was like, we got to update the first one, because it's just a huge drastic shift. This is so much better than mine. So, yes.
Like dropped off a Ford Taurus and picked up a Ferrari. You're like, oh, hold on, I think the wife is gonna know.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do something with that Taurus in the parking lot.
Well, let's see. We do need to share out the campaign, but let's check into chat really quick first before we pull that up, because I know Matt's like biting at the bit, wanting to show off those covers, and we're talking about art. So Matt's like,
hold on. So let's get through chat.
Hey guys, we got art to show. Why do you keep talking about it? Let's
I know. But we're gonna show off chat. So while he's doing that, I just want to say, Rose, hello, Dwight. Thanks for joining me, and good evening. And I think she's talking about they're both on YouTube. And then she says, "Hi, I have a little."
Did you
what
on YouTube?
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. You know.
You know what, dude? I'm saying YouTube from now on.
Isn't that cooler? It sounds.
It just officially changed their name now.
Guys, if you're over on YouTube, hit the thumbs up for us, would you?
YouTube. We like it on YouTube. Yui. And then Rose comes in and says, "Hi, I have a little Halloween with Beetlejuice." Oh, I love Beetlejuice, dude. Now,
I like little Halloweens.
Or is that some kind of a drink?
Halloween with Beetlejuice?
I just want to know, Rose, is it a Halloween juice, or did you watch the movie? Because I love the movie too. And then Crutchy comes in. Tonight is the Evan so Jared laugh out loud. Wait a minute. And then, this is why I got muted. Just mute Jared until the end. Y'all.
Wow.
Where's my backup?
I fucking hate that, dude. My timing is trash.
Guys, I don't even. Can't begin.
That was very heartfelt.
She said, what? What? What do you mean? It sounds very. Of course, it sounds heartfelt. I always sound heartfelt.
You do.
I feel it from the heart, from the deepest part.
You're right. You do.
What?
Nobody's Illusion
All right.
comes in. Says, hello, chat. How are you all doing this fine Monday?
Oh,
I like
thank
both
you.
art styles.
Yeah,
Boom.
thank you very much.
What are you laughing at, Frey? What's going on,
Nothing.
chat?
Oh,
Let me
there's a
know in the
skeleton
comments
that comes
below.
up. That's kinda cool.
Rose Kirby
Serious.
comes in and says, hey, what do you think of my post from the last couple of days on Instagram? I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know if these guys realize, but Rose Kirby is did she already say where she was? I don't want to give it away because she was doing like a
Yeah, she did.
She
She
said
was-
LA.
She said she's in LA.
so she was doing some pictures and stuff and like, oh, can everybody guess where I'm at? And people would like, post up their guesses and stuff. And it reminded me because Digital Dwight Cowhite, he used to always do that. And it was always a lot of fun because you just kind of be scrolling through your feed and then you just see like, I forget what he called it. Something like some Where's Waldo variant. I think it's something, but
Where's Digi?
it
I
was
would
it
love
was
that.
it was so much fun because then I'd sit there and I'd look at the buildings that he was around. I'd be like, all right, I know he's in Chicago. So then I'd like find the shape of this building, then go to Google Earth. 3 hours later, I'm getting hit up because I didn't get enough stuff done. And I'm like, no, but I'm pretty sure you're at the DMV in Cleveland.
Dude, I love Where's Waldo art. And I would love to have like a variant cover with my characters, but it's hard to find somebody who's up for doing that.
That would be so cool.
Oh,
Yeah, if you've never seen this before, you should look up the artist Todd Knock. And it's like he puts every Marvel character ever into one poster.
Oh,
and
I've
has
seen
them all
that.
fighting. It's insane. It's crazy.
I've seen that. There's I think it's a TikTok or it's a YouTube short or something like that where somebody's actually they get the digital file and they sit and zoom in.
Oh wow! No, I
And
haven't
zoom
seen
in,
that.
and you can see like how much crazy detail he had added to that, and
Yeah.
it was really cool. It was called "Where in Vegas is Digital Dwight," so
Nice.
a little longer than "Where's Waldo," but it's still there. Andrew Dodge says, "I like Black Blossom 1 with Evan's art. I do like both styles, but the original is my favorite personally."
Oh, thank you very much.
Nice.
Vav says, do a big push, limited time only, maybe add a signature and then remove it after a cutoff date. First edition, limited edition has its ups, the personal touch, collector value. The early years.
Nice.
I like that. The early year. Yeah, I like that.
I
like that.
I don't know. Evan, if you're down, maybe we'll figure something out and do something with your book that way.
That'd be great.
I think that'd
be
be a
fun.
really fun one to do.
I'm up for
that
it.
would be.
We don't talk, Vav. Jiminy Christmas. Get me in trouble.
Oh, jeez. All right, Rose came in and says, "Hey, Matt, if you like TNG, there's a new program coming up in December called The Seventh Rule." Denise Colby will be on. Crosby.
Crosby, Stills, and Nance, buddy.
All right.
I've been on so many phone calls lately that I'm reading everything like I'm dyslexic. I've noticed today, and I'm
No,
wondering
that's
if
okay,
it's related.
No, it's sleep deprivation, bro.
Could be that too.
And not enough water.
Joke's on you. I got Donald Duck grape juice. Sucker.
Nice.
There's water in
That's
this.
definitely the same as water.
There is water in
Thanks,
that.
Evan.
Hey, G3. What's up, buddy? I
It's the
would've
same
never
color as
guessed.
Black Blossom's logo. So
Oh, there you go. Points right there.
nobody's losing says hello. Okay, so I'm sorry, Matt. We're done with chat now. We're caught up. Let's show these covers. Matt's been pretty stoked
Put
on these.
something in the chat real quick. No, I'm just kidding.
All
Do you
right,
have
so
them? Do we have them
this is
individually?
the cover so far, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
1 through 6, and
Yep.
then we got the stories to come.
Yeah.
This
Whoa,
is
whoa,
awesome.
whoa,
Like-
whoa. What? Hold
Yes.
on. Hold on. Okay, go
You
back
already
to the
have
other
the whole
ones.
series.
You moved too fast. Okay, so this is the first 6.
6. And all of these are included in the graphic novel.
Okay, so all these covers are in the graphic novel. This is what your Kickstarter is centered around. These 6 right here.
And the annual, which is on the next page.
Okay, now you can go to the next one, Matt.
Okay. Top left. That one's also in the graphic novel.
Okay, so that's a part of your Kickstarter, and then these other 5 have not been created. Well, obviously they've been created, but what the heck's
Yes,
going on?
these have all been written. So just letting people know there is a future for the series, and they've all been written. And let's see, 7, 8, and most of 9 have already been illustrated.
So I
Oh,
see
that is
2 for
cool.
10. So is that a regular cover for 10, and one of them is a variant?
Yes. I've written out to I think like issue 15
eye.
or 16. But I haven't got all the cover art yet. But yeah, I have two covers for number 10. I want to have a variant
What
for each of them. I
is-
don't know if I've got that yet.
I feel like
Also,
every time
Mighty-
Evan says he hasn't gotten a cover yet, Joe Spicer is about to burst through a wall like the Kool-Aid man with a new cover.
Oh yeah.
So who's Mighty Mercury?
He is a new character that shall be coming. His alter ego or his secret identity appears in number 7, but then he doesn't appear in costume till like number 9, I think.
9 is what it looked like from the
Mhm.
These would be spoilers.
They
Oh, hold on, dude. I got this. Spoiler alert.
Thank you.
No problems. No
Well,
problems.
I
That's what I'm here
haven't
for.
told you anything about Mighty Mercury, so
Good point.
Yeah, and
Okay.
everybody saw the name on the cover, Frey. No need to point.
Just
All right,
saying.
I gotta ask you about this.
Okay, I know you
This
can't-
bonus art that you have in here.
Mhm.
Tell me about who drew this.
all right.
Oh,
This is
great.
cool.
Oh.
That is AI generated.
What?
Oh, okay.
What?
So I've been playing around with that a lot because that helps me get some. It's very hard, actually. This is how do I put this? I photoshopped this out of several AI generated pieces that I created with the AI generator, and then I photoshopped it together to be a cool Black Blossom cover.
That's cool.
But it took a long
All right.
time too, because if you type stuff in and then the AI image generator generates something, and you're like, well, that doesn't even look like a human, and so you just have to.
It's missing some important connections.
Yeah, so you have to keep doing it over and over again, and like sometimes like it'll do like one head sticking out of another head, so you're like, that's not usable. So I had to play around a lot, but then I got the pieces I wanted and stitched them together.
Hold on. So you used an AI generator to generate images, and then you took multiple images. You took one image. How many image make up this image?
For this one, I think it's 3 or 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is really cool, Evan. I haven't heard
Thank
of
you.
anybody doing that. That's why I'm really like, this is really cool.
Well,
Like,
and it's a little controversial because obviously, if I'm doing this, I'm not paying an artist. But also, it's a lot cheaper for me, the writer, who has no, my art's not up to my own
but
standard.
last time I checked, you are an artist, so
Yes,
you're kind of paying an artist.
I guess so. So
Well, you're still working with artists. I mean,
yeah, that's AI generated also.
oh well, never mind. How about there we go.
There we go.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Go back one, Matt. You already messed up. Go back. That's AI generated. Okay, so you took it and then made it look like this, because I've never seen AI make the body parts actually fit and real. And
Actually, this one was mostly together as soon as I typed it. It was a long, lengthy sentence. Young Pacific Island woman, red shirt, black jeans, ponytail, and then, et cetera, et cetera. And it generated something like this. I think she had 2 arms on her right side originally.
okay,
or
that
something,
sounds more like AI.
Yeah,
Okay.
and so I had to tweak it a little bit, but mostly this was just straight up AI, so that was super helpful. It's a lot easier to do when I've rendered her without her costume on. So,
Starcross comes in on YouTube saying Evan has hired so many artists that he gets a pass on using AI.
oh, thank you.
All right. So who did this one?
All right, this is Adrian Fernandez, who does Corn Dog.
Oh, right on.
Yes.
Okay.
And this one is great. It could be used as a variant cover for issue 3, but also This is meant to be a variant cover for a later issue. So I thought it turned out really well. I love it. As you know, if you've read the Black Blossom series, her biggest fear is lizards. So she's not.
And that was actually
good
based off
reason.
your wife, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Oh,
are you gonna when you make this one a variant cover, is it gonna stay like a virgin cover, or are you gonna add the title card and everything?
I'll probably have the title card. I really like how it looks when the title card is on it.
Okay, hold on. My friend was wondering what you're talking about.
Jared, is your friend a CEO of a comic book company?
Nope. Not at all.
So
Well, what are you guys talking about here? Because here's the cover. I get that. You're gonna put that on, but you're talking about something that's gonna be added or taken away, or what?
right. So here is a virgin cover because it doesn't have any of the branding. It's just the art.
Oh, okay.
And so when you add the branding, it like that. Exactly. And that's the cover for the annual done by Joe Spicer.
And what's that called again?
Non-virgin?
No. What did you call it, Frey?
Are you calling the title card?
Title card. So the title card is just the putting the logoing on a cover. That's a title card.
Essentially, yes, but that also normally includes like a UPC in the lower corner, the price.
Oh, okay, I see that. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Credits, the issue number, that sort of thing.
Depending on which creator you're talking about, some creators will or will not include like the cover artist on those covers or the writer, their names and that kind of stuff. I mean, everybody kind of has their own thing. Like Starcross. Starcross is super easy to spot because they've got that branding, the strip across the top, kind of the old school.
Mm-hmm.
Really reminds most people, I think, of like old 181 and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And so that always really stands out, so you can see that. So,
so one more
and some
question.
collectors prefer one way or another, really, and that's all it's for.
So one more question then. So is this card, this credit card? Wait, what?
Title card.
Title card. Sorry, it should be credit card, really. But the title card. Is it important to really like? Well,
I'm wrong. We should just change the way comics have been named.
Credits. No. It's credit. You're giving people credit. It should be a credit card. I'm sorry. Title card don't make no dang sense.
Is that what your friend
But
said?
anywho, that's what my friend just told me to tell you. That's exactly right. So is it important when you're doing a title card that you make something where you can always replicate it on all of your books, especially if you're like Starcross does at the top, because they have like tons of different groups of creators.
Well, kind of, but that is Starcross' own branding. What Evan was really speaking to specifically is the Black Blossom branding, which is that logo that would sit front and center. So Starcross takes kind of a backseat visually to the creators' logos that they have positioned up front.
Yeah, that's
it
like,
just makes it. Oh, go ahead.
It's like that's different. The difference between like the Superman logo and the DC Comics logo. DC Comics logo is going to be on everything. That's like the Starcross thing. But then Superman logo, it's pretty much the same, unless there's a cover where Superman is like destroying the logo. I love that.
Those are always cool.
I think that's coming for you, Starcross.
Does your friend have any other questions?
He'll probably have some questions. She will probably have some questions.
Your friend's a she now.
Maybe. We're not certain.
Okay. It's 2022, I guess.
All right. I just want to give everybody a quick sneak peek of this real quick, and I'll take it down.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, what are we looking at?
So that is the Black Blossom's new costume, which will show up in a later issue. It's not in the graphic novel, but one of my rewards for the Kickstarter is I said it was a sneak peek of the costume, which was that, but I've decided to, instead of giving you the sneak peek of the costume, give you a full-on pinup of the Black Blossom in an action pose in the new costume, which we're not showing here. So the only way to get that is to get the join the Kickstarter. But yes,
is it a specific tier in the Kickstarter, or does anyone
actually
back it?
I think it's like the most expensive one. So
Okay, so before we get any further, we need a link for this Kickstarter so I can throw it inside of the chat.
I apologize.
I'll
Let
put
me
it
work
inside
on
of the
that.
chat
Throw
now.
it in there. Thank you, man.
I got it.
Just didn't want to get too carried away on the conversation. And while
can't-
Matt's doing
well,
that,
well,
I'm going to
well-
catch us up with chat real quick here.
I was about to say we got some people to talk to.
Nobody's Loser came in and says, really awesome covers.
thank you.
Says, whoa, amazing work, AI.
Dude, that's who I'm giving credit to. Oh,
it's
sorry,
still
Evan.
It's still Evan making it.
If you want to see some more AI covers that I made, they're on the Black Blossom Instagram account, and you can go check those out.
So is there a specific handle for that, or can they find it just by searching for Black Blossom?
Instagram.com/Black Blossom Comic.
Black Blossom Comics. Make sure you guys add that when you're searching in, because, Instagram, it's like the Wild West over there.
Bab comes in saying, exactly. I do that too. I get a bunch of really cool parts, but you can glue them together. I never even thought of that. That's a really good idea.
To be clear for the algorithm, we are talking about artwork, not Jared's hobbies on Sunday evening.
What are you guys talking about?
Dwight comes in and says, wow, AI is taking over the art world. Yikes.
Yeah.
Starcross says Evan's hired so many artists that he gets passed on using it. That's still probably one of the better comments I think we've ever had on our channel. Nobody's Loser says,
We all
Jared's
have
the
one.
best. Andrew Dodge says, Jared the Ghost Whisperer.
Thank you. Dude, I'm not even joking, man. I can whisper to ghosts. They don't always talk back or listen to me, but still, it's
No.
very cool skill.
I'm sure that Jared's invisible friend will have a question on this, but Starcross comes in and says, also known as trade dress. And what Starcross was talking about there, Jared, is when the title card and everything is on the book. That wasn't a joke. That wasn't something funny.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought he was making a joke on my girlfriend.
Stop laughing. When Starcross speaks, you listen. To me. Bob comes in and says, transparent naked friend. We know he's naked because if he was dressed, we could see the clothes.
That's exactly something
Actually
scary
true.
to think about.
It just says, oh, and then as we had requested, Matt has posted that link for the campaign inside of Kickstarter. Keep in mind, guys, sometimes links for campaigns will get omitted from different chat platforms, depending on where you're watching this. Twitch is now growing really bad about it ever since Amazon bought them conveniently.
Oh, I wouldn't call it convenience. I would call it a big, huge blue spaceship.
So what you guys can do is go over to Kickstarter and search for Black Blossom Graphic Novel Annual, and you should easily be able to find it then.
Yeah, you should be able to find it with them keywords.
Mhm.
Can I play the video?
Yes.
What, you have a video?
I do.
Shiz, yeah, Evan. Let's see this.
Normally we play the video right at the beginning, but
Oh,
we
my
let
bad.
Jared be Jared.
What? Talk back, right? Dude, welcome back. Did
Did
you?
we lose Frey?
Nah, I kicked him out. He pissed me off. Oh,
Hey.
shit. He's here. Everybody be
Hey,
quiet. Don't say anything.
Language. He upset you.
Yeah, I know, Frey. I'm sorry. Dude, I didn't mean to, okay? I know. I love you too.
I did just realize I was muted because Jared started speaking politely. That was my notification that I was muted.
Dang it. So Digi says Black Blossom is one of the best looking books in the marketplace.
Oh, thank you.
It really is. It's an awesome book.
All credit to my artists, man. They kick butt. So
Oh, I'll bet it does, Digi. Don't be giving us those hints.
I really want to go into this other video that you got. It's so cool.
play it.
Hold
Can
on.
I-
Hold on. Just stop. Stop that. Matt. Stop. What we need to do is we need to relax. Bitches. You
Well-
can't just do that to me.
Told you Jared would ruin it, Evan.
Family friendly.
That was not my fault. I thought I was muted.
Well,
But it's
quit
not the
swearing
first
when
time I
it's
thought I was
muted.
muted and said something inappropriate.
That's true.
Woo! Sorry about that, Evan.
Uh,
Sorry about that, everybody. I was doing so good.
Please don't be. That was so funny, guys. Go and support this book so that we can keep doing these shows.
It's about the only one going to be on anymore.
This is great. Vav comes in and chat says the bus goes beep beep.
Oh my gosh. No, it doesn't.
Shark Cross is
Wait.
cracking up. Joe's in chat saying Jared.
I had it. Oh my gosh.
Debbie comes in a face.
Thanks, Mom.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Woo! Well,
Round of applause for Jared, everybody. Come on.
no,
We appreciate him. We appreciate him.
He tried.
Yep,
he tried.
I did. I was doing great. I was doing great. I had the mother flunker all dialed in, and somebody mismuted me.
All right, let's check out this video, Matt.
You guys
For
are
real
terrible.
this time? You know what? Evan is the first creator that I've ever seen to accurately transcribe out on the bottom of the video where the music came from. First time.
Hey,
4
I was
years.
wondering about that.
4 years.
I was wondering about that. Yeah.
That's
I've never seen that, and that was really cool. That was
Good guy,
giving
Evan.
props to the right people. By the way, that was a really catchy tune.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that was just
that song
get
is
into
from
it.
Machinima Sound. And I can't remember the exact URL, but it's from Machinima Sound. They used to have free music that you could use as long as you gave attribution. Now it's mostly paid music, but you can still find the legacy tracks on the site if you're interested.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Look at you, man. No wonder artists are like, Evan can use AI.
Yeah, they're like, "You're so awesome,
Um,
dude." That's fantastic. And it was a great song, like really well picked. It really added emphasis. The images are flowing. It's action packed. The music feels action oriented, you know, like fast paced. Boom, boom, boom.
Well, I wanted to do like a high energy J-pop song, but
Yeah.
obviously I don't have any rights to any J-pop songs, and I don't know where to get one that's royalty free. So
Okay, I don't even know who J-pop is.
No, it's like it's a brand of music, Japanese pop music. So it's
He's got daughters.
You're pointing the wrong way, Frey. Is that your friend too?
So yeah,
That's you. I'm pointing to you.
No, you're not. You're pointing the wrong way.
I really wanted to do like an anime style intro, and that intro kind of covers the first 6 issues of the story. So yeah, that was fun to make.
Dude, it was awesome. It was very well done. Very well done. Short ones that just grab your attention, draw you in real fast, make it so you want to just go. That's so perfect. That is such a great marketing tool.
Thanks.
I'm a J-pop. Thank you, Digi. I'll take that as a compliment. That means I'm Japanese pop culture.
I think it means you're a dad and your name starts with J.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it! Thank you.
Starcross Comics comes out on YouTube saying you need time delay for Jared.
No, we don't need time delay for me. I'm already delayed.
Oh, Jared.
Just keeps on coming.
I know. What's going on? These two really need to step it up. I love it.
Okay. All right. Nobody's Lucia comes in and says, "What would anime opening?" Great
Right?
trailer video.
It
Uh,
is. It is.
Andrew Dodge comes in and says, "I actually backed the campaign day of the launch.
Oh,
Backer number
nice.
5." Wait a
Thank
minute.
Right on,
you.
Crutchy.
Because
Such
you know,
a dud.
Crutchy can't say anything without Digiartist jumping in. And Digiartist comes in and says, "Number 5. Did you stop to take a breath or something?"
Right? What the question is, did he get the special drawing?
Hey, we don't need to ask those type of questions on the show.
No, we're not asking that type of question in the comments below, maybe.
Jared.
Oh, I'm
Rose-
sorry. I'm sorry. Don't type it in.
Jared.
sorry. Sorry. Didn't mean it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's my
Evan.
friend over here.
Rose says, "When will the new crypto comic start? How do I interact with it?" Rose, look and find
We'll
out.
be getting with you. Yeah, we'll be getting with you. Now that you're in LA time, we should be able to connect much easier.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook and whatnot.
Jeez. Andrew
know,
Dodge
dude.
says, "I was working when it launched, so I couldn't tell everybody at my conference call to just hang on while I back it."
I mean, you could have. I don't know if it would have went over very well. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Can we put a pause on this? Hey, boss, I know this is important. Just give me 5 seconds.
That would have been a good marketing opportunity. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to stop right now and I'm going to buy this comic book. And you should too. Why don't we all take a break together?
Dude, that would be a great commercial.
go.
We should do a commercial
Next
like that.
time. Next time.
So
Oh.
Crutchy just called out. Wow.
I'm going to be
No,
honest.
no,
with
no.
you,
We're not calling Crutchy out.
guys.
You
If
can't call out
anybody
a
could
god.
if anybody could get away with it, it would be Crutchy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, not a
It's like Evan with AI art. Crutchy gets a pass.
Mm-hmm. Scott comes in over on Facebook saying, "Your dad's watching too. I need to speak with Jared."
I'm so sorry, Dad. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. It was not my. Evan had to talk with me before the show.
We did. We
We talked. I promised. I was like, "Don't worry, Evan. I got you, bro." He's like, "My parents are gonna be watching." I'm like, "I won't."
That's exactly how
Thanks,
I found
Matt.
It
Hey, well,
didn't
I-
sound anything like that, Evan. Please don't ever think that you sound that way.
I consider myself a voice actor, so you know.
There you go. There you go.
Thank you. I try.
Oh, this is the world we live in now. Okay, so let's check out this campaign. I want to see. We've got all
Yeah,
these
let's
different.
get
There's
into
got
it.
all these different things. I want to check this out.
All right.
Okay. So what do we want to talk about? The tiers and stuff?
I'll just take us through some kind
Yeah.
of path. Pick a path and go. You are our
Okay.
spiritual guide.
Well, so first of all, let's talk about the demographic. I think that's the most important thing here with Black Blossom is that it's like every time we hear a comic creator, they say, "Oh, oh, my demographic, it's anybody, it's everybody," and it's kind of funny because when you've been around comics for a while, for a long time, you quickly realize that nobody really is for everybody. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody's got that segmented, but this is one of those books that truly is. I mean, you can look at reviews that people leave for it. It's everybody enjoys this book. You know what I mean? It's friendly for kids, and at the same time, I'm 40 and reading it on the back of a bike, and
Nice.
you know what I mean. And I can get away with it.
Excuse me?
Just
What
saying.
about the wind blowing in your hair?
You sit still, Jared. I'm not going to crease
Sure.
the pages.
Dude, right. You just ruined the comic, dude. Nice job.
That's why I got Saddleback.
Oh,
you can,
nice.
You can see all of those pages are from the graphic novel, and now we're getting into the annual. But yes, the demographic. I try to write this like an Ultimate Spider-Man or a Justice League Unlimited sort of thing. I want it to be, action-packed, takes itself seriously. It's mature enough for adults, but there's not going to be anything offensive in there that's going to have a red flag for
That
your
is a
kids to
sick
read.
cover.
Yeah, I was gonna say my kids have actually read this and have enjoyed it.
Awesome.
There was nothing offensive about it. They could look at the character. Even my daughter can look at the character and see like this is a woman that they would that she would want to emulate.
Awesome.
My son can read the story and he's like, this is action packed. I love it. So, and I enjoyed the story. Coming from more of the writer's perspective and everything like that, it was just all aspects of it were kind of well rounded enough to where my whole family could enjoy it. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys.
So
I mean, it's okay, Evan. No, I'm just kidding.
Thanks, Jared.
So now you've mentioned the graphic novel, the annual number 1,
Yes.
the reading order. So in this campaign, this is specific. You have tiers for the graphic novel, and then it steps up to the annual number 1. Is that the way that this is?
I think it actually starts with the annual and then steps up to the graphic.
Let's
novel.
go up to the top of that, Matt, and check out these tiers.
And actually, it starts out with the digital. So like digital annual, then you get the digital annual and the digital graphic novel, and it builds into the physical stuff with bonus digital comics. Like you can get my Outed series. You could also get the I think it's Erg the Battler is in there, which is both of those. I love.
So one sec here, Evan. If somebody has not ever read a Black Blossom, where would you say they would fit in?
Where should they start?
To start.
Well, then I would definitely just go with the digital issue and digital graphic novel then.
Okay.
For me, anyway, I don't like to buy physical copies unless I really, really like them. So that's what I would do personally.
Okay.
But if you just want to take us at our word and support a really cool comic, then definitely get the physical ones because I'm excited to have this is going to be my first graphic novel ever. So I'm super, super pumped to have it as a physical thing.
Physical graphic novel is a $25 pledge.
Yep.
And you get the
digital
annual
ones too.
How many pages is in the graphic novel?
200 something.
That's an amazing
you get a
price.
200-page book for $25?
Yeah. It's personally, I don't like to pay more or much more than $20 for a graphic novel, so I wanted to.
How did you find a printer that will make a 200-page book for less than $25?
Joe Spicer.
Joe Spicer, that's right.
Yeah, Joe is connected, dude. That guy's got freaking.
That is an incredibly low price for that much content.
Yeah,
that really is a great deal.
It also has a bunch of back matter as well, which is behind the scenes, original sketches, the story of how
in the graphic novel.
Yes, in the graphic novel.
In the binder. Wow, that's fantastic.
And it has all the covers, and I think it has a sneak peek of some future stuff too. I can't remember.
So if they go up to 35, which is 10 more bucks, now they get the physical annual and the physical graphic novel. So the only difference between the 25 and the 35 is the physical annual.
Yes. So you get two physical books. If you've been collecting the physical issues so far, then you're probably going to want to get this physical annual as well.
All right. And then we move up.
I want to have a whole interview with Joe where we figure out how he found pricing for this because this is insane.
Yeah, really,
dude, bro. Well, Joe knows everybody, dude. Come on, man.
So you're getting all the other stuff plus Erg the
Battler
as well.
Yes, 1 and 2, and issue 3 for that should be out on digital on Starcross's webpage, and it's coming to crypto pretty soon as well. So
wait, is Erg the Battler? That's a physical. That's a digital.
That's digital. Yeah, that's my Sword and Sandal adventure series.
Oh, wait a minute. So you get 1 and 2.
Yes.
Oh wow, nice.
Same thing with this one, Outed, which is me writing Superman, basically.
Oh, Outed,
this
dude!
I gotta honestly one of my favorite series. I love Outed.
Thank you.
I absolutely love it.
I am trying to scrape together some money to finish it. It's a 6-issue miniseries, but I've been so focused on Black Blossom and Erg, I haven't had a chance to finice it out yet. But it's all written.
How many do you have of Outed done?
2.
2. Okay. Because I think at least I know for sure one of them's in the marketplace. I don't know that the other one is.
Thankfully, the 2 issues do tell like a kind of complete story.
Oh no, they give a
cliffhanger.
great overview. Like you get into that story. Like I'm looking forward to the other 4. That's fantastic to know that. That's fantastic. I wasn't sure what you were doing with it. I think there's only one in the marketplace though, and even with that one, it was the story is so cool.
Thanks.
Like,
what's really cool is that all these characters, Black Blossom, and Outed, will be showing up in Joe's book, Biblical Proportions, which is like our Star-Cross's version of Crisis on Infinite Earths, or things like Battle World, things like that. So that'd be cool.
Now, can you actually purchase any of those as add-ons?
No, not on this one.
Okay.
I mean, we might add that. I'm a Kickstarter novice, really, so I'm not as well versed in all the crazy cool features that you can do. I'm just trying to give people bang for their buck. But we
bang for the buck.
Yeah, thank you. If you go down further, you do get a Star-Crossed poster, which has a lot of stuff in it. A lot of our characters. It's pretty cool.
What size is the poster?
It's I think it's 11 by 17. Excuse me.
Is that the one with Corn Dog and all those cats in it? I think I've seen one where he has all the characters of the Star-Crossed universe. Is that the poster?
He has several of those. Joe's the one who put that on there. I'm not sure which one he's doing, but it's going to be whatever they are. They all look great and they're all cool. And it's one that hasn't
always do, yeah.
It hasn't been sent out with my campaigns before. So it'll be
Joe, let us know in the comments below.
Yes, please. And you will get an exclusive Black Blossom poster, and actually it's that lizard poster where Black Blossom's freaking out. And
that's so good.
The lizards that's the poster you'll get. That one. There you go.
That's good. That is such a killer picture.
Yeah, I love it.
I really like that.
All right, so this $100 one with a sneak peek.
Yes, I remember that. I told you that's the. I was going to give you a sneak peek of her costume, but I decided instead it's going to be the big pinup of her in her new costume in the action pose. That's what you're going to get. Now, eventually, that will be released to everybody else, but you're going to get it way before it shows up anywhere else. So,
here's a quick question from Nobody's Illusion, Evan, and I think the answer was given, but I just wanted to give you the opportunity to clarify.
Yeah.
Is the annual included in the graphic novel, or is it separate?
It is included in the graphic novel. The graphic novel has 1 through 6 plus the annual and the back matter. So it's a pretty complete volume. I did want to talk about this. The annual is kind of like an addendum to the story. I think, for me, I think it's actually a really essential part, but it's also the Black Blossom has Christian undertones, and in the annual they become overtones. And so I understand that's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's going to be very important to the development of the character. You get a lot of her backstory from before she became a superhero. And I mean, you're still going to be able to follow the story without the annual, but it's going to provide much needed, just in-depth context for what's going through her brain with what she's gone through in the last 6 issues. So there you can see overtones for sure. But it's for me, I feel, and I was actually on a panel recently with some other Christian comic book authors, and one of our topics of discussion was, how do you do a Christian comic that's not really lame and cringeworthy and super, preachy?
Ouch.
Yeah. It's been a common thread for Christian media in general. And so it's always, and
it's because Christian media comes across preachy.
Yeah, and for good reason, because they're trying to use the media to share the message of the truth. But if you want a sermon, you go to church. If you want a story, that's why you go to a movie or a comic or whatever. And so that's what I tried to do here is anything that is coming out of here that preaches the gospel, which is what one of the things I wanted to do. I hope and I feel like that it's all very natural and comes out of the story, because Black Blossom is not a Christian character. She is not interested in that at all. But things happen to her in the course of the first 6 issues, which is kind of like, I kind of can't ignore that. So I need to figure out something.
Investigate it.
Yeah, and
Can't
so
ignore it, so I got to investigate it.
yeah, and I think you'll find it's very natural and compelling, and hopefully it even if you're not a believer, even if you don't have any interest in that, it's still going to ring true for you for that character and be very interesting in the plot development.
So it is a part of the plot development. So it will draw into after annual number 8, 9, and 10. Mm-hmm. Oh wow! Okay. Yeah.
I try to keep Black Blossom's character pretty light. She's very quippy, and she's fun and zany, and she gets scared.
Most Polynesians are.
Well, I'm married to one, and then
you would know.
I did not know how silly my wife was until after I married her, and I'm like, wow, this is even better. You're even better than I thought you were.
That's awesome.
So yeah, and so I just hope it's a real natural story. This one, it's kind of a detour and kind of not the annual, because again, it's going to dive into, with comic books, you have to condense a lot, and it's not like very, very rarely do you have a comic issue where it's just a full, actual, natural conversation like you would actually have. They did that. Brian Michael Bendis did that a couple of times in Ultimate Spider-Man, and I really appreciated it. But it's just like Aunt May and her therapist in a room for the entire issue. And it's really good. And so, but that's kind of what this issue is like. But we're doing flashbacks, and we're seeing, what has caused Michi to want to be a hero, and what's kind of holding her back, and also kind of the stuff that has damaged her in her past. So
is there any kind of like reflection or correlation with the sacrifice, like the sacrifice that was given and she has to give a sacrifice because she's a superhero and she's putting her life on the line every time she confronts evil?
Not quite yet. She's not quite there yet. This is her first, step into this. She's like, there's a line in there where she's like, this all seems very culty to me. Like,
whoa!
And that can be the perception from somebody who's never been to church or whatever. But she's seen a thing, and now she's like, okay, well, part of this, at least, I have to acknowledge is true. So I need to figure out what that means for me. And so this is her first steps into that. And she really hasn't, it's not a thematic thing that ties in with what she's doing necessarily, but it's more just
thematic. My friend was wondering what that means.
Also, like you were saying, like if I really wanted to make it super thematic, like Michi would have to sacrifice herself to save a whole bunch of people, and that would correlate back to the story of Jesus. But in this, it's more like she's just living her life, and this thing hits her out of nowhere, and she's like, "Oh man, I got to figure it out." And so it's very like philosophical. It's gut wrenching. It's going to take her to places she never thought she would go, and uproot a lot of her past as well. So,
honestly, I'm getting kind of 12 Angry Men kind of vibe out of it, where it's just, we've seen all the action movies and that, the courtroom drama kind of thing, but 12 Angry Men, it's that, in the jury room, just kind of deliberating everything.
Exactly.
That was the whole, so that's.
Okay.
Yes, that's actually a great example. 12 Angry Men. It's the whole movie's in one room, and they're talking, but you're still glued to the screen. Hopefully, I'm not going to compare my thing to 12 Angry Men because I love that movie. But hopefully you have a similar sense of, wow, I need to finish this and find out where it goes.
I'm digging that, yeah.
Well, let's see here. Andrew Dodge comes in and lists out everything, which is what he backs. So, thank you again, Crutchy, man. You're awesome.
You are the greatest, Crutchy.
Nobody's Illusion comes in and says, oh, that's awesome. Vav says, hey, not trying to be extra dense here, but for argument's sake, I've got 100+ page 8x5 or 8.5 by 11 full color book on Amazon, what they charge me just under $8 each to print on demand. Is there a reason that won't work for a graphic novel? The first reason is that normally if you're printing something that's like 100 pages, especially at that price on Amazon, you're printing text. And Amazon's actually correlated very, very well how to print text very inexpensively. So they use an entirely different type of paper, a totally different type of ink. The process is entirely different. On top of that, when you're printing a graphic novel or a comic book, it tends to be more expensive because the quality of the paper goes up tremendously. Even what you would refer to as a cheap comic book is oftentimes just enormously better quality than a normal novel would be. Oh, sorry about the background, guys. New Call of Duty came out. The roommates got
Dude,
it.
don't draw attention to it. I was enjoying it. I know he's killing somebody right now.
Next thing is on top of that is that during print runs of graphic novels and things like that, extra identification has to be placed for ensuring that coloring is straight. Even if it's just a black and white book, you got to make sure that all the pages are lined up accurately. In a textual
you have to worry
novel,
about the bleed and everything like that. Just
yeah,
shifting slightly on like a 2-page spread, you're done.
yeah, and a textual novel, you can get away with it migrating or moving just a little bit because your eye won't pick that change up very likely. But in a graphic novel, when it's shifted over by 2% compared to all the rest of the pages, it's clearly something is wrong, and that'll actually draw people's attention away. So yeah, the prices of these books are, I'm going to be honest with you guys, they're at or lower the price of most creators able to make anything. So you're actually buying these books for very close to the same prices that most creators are paying before they even try to sell them.
Yeah,
So
I wanted to keep them cheap because honestly, for me, comics are just my outlets, my favorite medium, and I just want people to have the stories. So
that's so freaking awesome. Dude, you just got like 50,000 macho points. Yes. I mean, not that we're keeping track. Somebody keep track and track.
All 50,000.
Yeah, Matt.
No. I'll add another 10,000 for something.
Next time we're here, you just need to put the score up and count the macho points as they accumulate.
Evan David, 50,000 macho point. Black Blossom.
All right, Rose comes in and says, so is Black Blossom a woman going through different aspects of life?
Ooh,
yeah, she has had a tragedy happen to her recently. She's 22 years old. She's still trying to figure out what she really wants to do. Yeah, she's kind of aimless a little bit and just living life, doing what she's always done, being there for her dad. And so then this stuff comes along, and it is kind of throwing her life into a bit of an upheaval.
Nice.
So how do you, as a man, write for a woman?
Yeah, that's hard to do. I mean, I guess I just have a big imagination, and I'm also have been an actor. Yeah, I don't know if that helps any, but I try to put myself into the character's shoes. I'm like, what would they be thinking? What would they be feeling? And I always got along best with girls growing up.
Me too.
Yeah.
I still do.
Guys, it doesn't hurt that he married her.
Yes, also that.
Oh, so that's cheating.
I do take a lot of inspiration from my wife for this character. Her personality, the character's personality is a little bit more like my personality, but her backstory and just how she reacts to certain things, especially like lizards, are definitely my wife.
That's pretty cool. So the meshing of you both. So really, this is a story that represents your unity in a manner of speaking. I know big words too, like mayonnaise.
Yeah, so it's I've never heard that joke before.
It's been fun. I actually, talking about Amazon printed books, I've written a couple of novellas. One of them was about from the perspective of Eve, the first woman. So you could check that out and see how bad I did with representing somebody's inner monologue as a woman. So
JD Smith comes
he
in over on
talking
Twitch
about?
saying turnaround time is also a factor. The speed at which you submit something to have it printed and actually get it back in a visible format.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Which right now has been crazy. Vav says, okay, these were just photos, so I wasn't sure if maybe I found something that would help. Photos are like a third element of everything because photos you're actually doing CMYK printing, which means you've got 4 different heads that all have to line up. You've got, all those other things. And the paper that photo is printed on is actually different than the first 2 that I was talking about. That's also, and it's entirely.
So is that why photo is cheaper?
Photo seems to be, for the most part, it's usually less porous. That way the inks don't spread inside of the photo.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Which doesn't necessarily make it cheaper, but surprisingly enough, it's actually much easier to manufacture. So if a paper manufacturer is actually making paper that they are, would consider for, say, newspapers, and say it messes up, they'll actually press it, and then that moves over to what would be used as comics. It's now the same paper, but it's more consistent. And then say if that's messed up, it just kind of goes down the line. Now for photos,
press until there's none.
It is. Yeah, it is. Photos, it is like you're not getting anything else out of this thing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. But that being said, normally a roll of like newspaper ends up being like, I don't know, like maybe a tenth of a roll of photo paper by the time it's pressed down and consolidated that much. So pretty crazy.
Oh, wow. So here's a question real quick. Matt, you want to pull up the Kickstarter real quick? Let's go to the 25. Let's let nobody know what she's asking, because I know something y'all know too, which is nobody got a job. She got money. Nobody's. We know you are awesome. Okay, so the 25 mark. Okay, there's the first 25 mark, and that is a physical graphic novel. Okay, so that does have the physical graphic novel.
Yes.
Now that has the annual inside of it, right?
Yes.
Evan. Mm-hmm. So for $25, you can pick up the physical graphic novel with the annual, and according to Evan, it has a bunch of extras in there too.
Yep.
That's pretty freaking amazing price. I'm not even gonna.
That's also, I forgot to mention. In a special comic that we did for Starcross, I had a 4-page story about the Black Blossom that covers how she originally got her super suit. And that is also included in the graphic novel.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I love this.
Dang, this is huge.
JD Smith says, Evan probably writes a female character just like he writes a superhero character. Matt.
Technically, I don't have superpowers, so I do have to imagine what that would be like when I write.
I mean, technically, you don't have superpowers. I have the same problem. Technically.
Rose did have one other comment here at 8:06.
Yeah, let me pull that up here. It says, "Is Black Blossom a kick-ass woman can take care of herself in a fight through 6 graphic novels?"
Yes.
Yes.
Except when there's a lizard.
What? Except
she'll fight any monster any day head on, but a gecko, nope. Run for the hills.
Dude,
they can run up walls though.
No. I just came up with the ultimate anti-Black Blossom gun. Guess what it is, guys? Guess what it is?
Is it a lizard gun?
Yes! How did you know? Actually, I was thinking more of a lizard slingshot.
That would be effective.
Wouldn't it? I was thinking I think I'm the most bad A villain on the Plizanet. I'm like next to freaking Luther or whatever his awesome name is.
Wow.
He knows his comics, guys.
With that, we're at 1 hour and 15 minutes in, and before anybody just starts blowing up these servers with getting upset at good old Lex fan here.
Hey, it's Luther to you, buddy. Hey.
Okay, nobody comes in over on Twitch though before we close this out and asks, how did you come up with the idea for being afraid of lizards?
That's my wife. That's what first gave me the idea for the superhero. We were taking a walk on a beach in Hawaii, and a lizard came out, and she just wigged out. And my wife is a very tough little cookie, and it's very hard to get. She can take care of herself, but not with a lizard. And so that just made me laugh. I'm like, that would be funny. There's this awesome, super, competent superhero, but there is one thing that will cause them to lose it and run away like a little child.
That's so great. And I can just think of all the little lizards in Hawaii, and they jump on the side of things and they scurry up it and then they jump at you.
Jenny Smith, the artist, says Matt would like to know how Evan writes characters with phobias.
Man, just dogpiling Matt.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay. Matt's gonna learn these things. He's got to learn these things. He's just got to.
Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, no problem. Dude, we're in your corner, bro. We're in your corner.
Asking for a friend. All right. With that being said, we're well up over an hour, and our executive Lindsay will tase us and throw lizards.
Yeah,
at
I
us.
can't believe you took us over this long, Fry. You should be like.
I like Evan. And
Something
we
or
were
other.
deep in
Oh,
the
thank you.
conversation. I didn't want to end it.
I know, dude. Evan, thank you so much for coming and hanging out, dude.
Yeah, thank
Good
you
luck.
guys. I love hanging out with you guys and talking comics. So, and thank you so much for having me on the show. And I hope you guys all enjoy the new content.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
Can I play the video one more time, guys? Please?
Yeah.
Well, my.
Doochie, 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 doochie. Seriously, do you guys think that Evan's dad is really going to come and beat up Jared? Because
Dude, of course he's not gonna beat me up, bro. I'm bigger than him. No,